got the Midas touch and the heart of solid gold. Richie never will forget his pals. Friendship can't be undersold. Just a little kiss from Gloria. Richie starts to blush and twitch. Dorothy, we freckles tiny too. You know they love Rich.
Well, welcome back to the channel there, Papa's Posse. Once again, it's time for Papa's Comic Books, coffee, and more. Okay, before we begin, don't forget about that QR code right there. You hit that QR code, it'll take you to all my social media, YouTube, eBay, and Instagram pages. Let's see who we have today. Ooh, another good one. Richie Rich, Bank Book, number 6. This book was 20 cents way back in 1973. All right, there's a few different stories with this one. There's The Sky's the Limit. There's Limerick. Ocean Floor. Anybody? Richie's Babyhood. And The Ornamental Obstacle. Now, this book is old, from 1973. It's torn, got a lot of torn pages, a lot of torn ripped covers. Some of the pages, you see the back cover is a little ripped. But it's still readable, okay? And don't forget, it is available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Hit that subscribe button down below if you don't mind. Also, don't forget about that like button. And leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about this book, okay? Let's get into Richie Rich. Richie Rich. This is a good day to tidy up my downstairs vault. I'll put the 10s in one stack, the 20s in another, and so on. There, that looks much better. Achoo! Bless you, Richie. Thanks, Dad. And all the money goes everywhere. Okay, the sky's the limit. Next elevator, folks. This one's full. Just the two of them. That's strange, Dad. This elevator isn't full. It sure isn't. We're the only ones in it. What's more, I don't remember seeing that lobby man before. Dad, we're going past our floor. The elevator's speeding up. We're going to hit the roof. Bung! Through the roof. There's a helicopter right there. Oh no, and it has a giant magnet on it. Did you hear the clank? Yes, like a giant magnet grabbed us. What's this? Water? I don't know what's happening, but I can use a drink of water. Me too. Good morning, Mr. Rich and Richie. Who are you and what's going on? Who am I is unimportant. As for what's going on, you might be interested to know that at this very moment, on top of this Rich Enterprises building, a substitute elevator is being placed in the shaft. Entering the elevator are substitute Mr. Rich and Richie. In a short while, that elevator will stop at your floor. And Mr. Rich and Richie will arrive at the office as expected. What do you hope to gain with this mad plan? Money, Mr. Rich. Lots and lots of money. What is the combination of your office safe? I'm not going to tell you. Oh, yes, you will, Rich. The truth serum in the water you drank will make you. Now then, the combination. 36 right, 14 left, 23 right. Dad, I couldn't help it, Richie. Thank you, Mr. Rich. That information shall be relayed to the proper, or shall I say, improper person. At that moment. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Richie. Good morning. What now, Spike? Nothing, Shorty. Go on. We just sit till I get the word. Shh, here it comes. Attention, Spike and Shorty. 36 right, 14 left, 23 right. Message received. I'll check it at once. Just one more turn and open sesame. Wow, there's a fortune in there. Spike the boss, the safe is open. I have just received word that your information was correct. Thank you, Mr. Rich. What are you going to do with us? We have no further use for you. Enjoy your swim. And they drop him in the water. Oh, no. Oh, no. We'll have to, let's go back here a minute. Continued in this issue, which means that we have a couple of different short stories before we get to the end of that. Richie Rich. That must be the delivery from Tiffany's. Your mother ordered some new diamond bracelets. Your bill, sir. I'll pay you right now. I must have left my wallet upstairs. Richie, will you run up to the room and get my wallet? Sure, Dad. Dad? Yes, Richie. Which wallet do you want? Ha 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 ha. Cadbury, the fine continental man, lives by a rather quaint mental plan. Though he's nobody's fool, he keeping cool is his rule, which is why he's gentleman's gentleman, even though he got hit in the face with that stuff. Okay, this is part 2, The Sky's the Limit. Ocean floor anybody. Dad, we're floating in the ocean. I'm afraid we won't be floating for long, Richie. As soon as some big waves hit the air vent, this thing will fill up with water. Uh-oh. There must be something we can do. Look, Dad, the sun is shining. At a time like this, you're giving weather reports? I've got an idea. Do you have that lucky gold coin you usually carry? Yes, but if we stick it through the air vent, the sun will reflect off of it. And if there's a ship or a plane in the area, good idea. But how do we get up there? Stoop down, Dad. I'll get on your shoulders. It's too narrow to get my fingers through. May I have your tie clasp? There. I hope someone sees it. Meanwhile, several miles away, why do I have to be the lookout again? I was the lookout yesterday and the day before. It's the captain's way of handling practical jokers. Your gag simply got on his nerves. Well, it's not my fault he doesn't have a sense of humor. Wait a second. That glare. Wow. What is it, Benson? Elevator off the port bow, sir. That does it, Benson. You're going to be lookout for the rest of your life. Seriously, sir. Have a look. By George, you're right. Phew. Lower a boat. Ahoy, elevator. You hear that, Dad? We're saved. Thank you. I must radio a message to the authorities at once. Meanwhile, attention Spike and Shorty, we're ready for you. Okay, boss. We're leaving. Yeah, with 4 suitcases full of dough. I don't mind lugging this kind of weight. What about your appointments, Mr. Rich? Tell him something big came up. I'll say. I'll signal our lobbyman to send up the special elevator. Let's go. Poof, right through the roof again. Now, on to the hideout and divide the loot. But it was a wrong helicopter. What's that clank? A bigger copter got us. We can't get loose. Richville Police. Main floor, all out. Other police are picking up their friends at the office building. The elevator business didn't turn out to be too rewarding for these crooks. Like all business crime has its ups and downs. As you can see, again, this book has a little ripping over there. The bottom of the pages are worn away there. Richie Rich, babyhood. That was my baby carriage? That's right, Richie. Your mother and I took you for many a ride in it. Oh, darling. Oh, dear. Something's wrong with the carriage. There's a fix-it shop. Do you repair baby carriages? Yes, ma'am. A little more torn there. The third diamond from the left is wobbling. Tell me more about when I was a baby, Dad. Very good, Richie, of course. You did get into mischief once in a while. Bouncy, bouncy, bally. Eek, my new 4,000 carat ruby. Yipe, my Picasso. Richie, draw pictures. We used to play many games together, like hide and seek, peekaboo, peekaboo in the shower. It's a devil. Cadbury was always one of your favorites. Anything you did seemed to be okay with him. Giddy up, horsey. Very good, Master Richie. So that patter bear explains something has been reposing in my bed. Cadbury, nice man. Richie, like Cadbury. Huh. Richie, nice child. Cadbury, like Master Richie. Then there was the time your dog Dollar entered the family. Of course, he was just a puppy then. He had only sense signs. He used to love taking walks with you and Nurse Jenny. Dollar was very protective. When he was around, no unsavory character could approach you. Woof woof. One day, Dollar proved that he is as brave as he is loyal. Nurse Jenny had you out on a stroll in the countryside. Dollar was tagging along as usual. Suddenly, as Nurse Jenny was coming down a hill, oops, the carriage with it, you in it, careened down the hill toward a busy highway. Dollar was off like a shot. Just as the carriage was about to roll onto the road, chomp! Gee, Dad, Dollar saved my life. That's right, son. Say, I thought you two were straightening up the attic. We just finished straightening out my babyhood. Richie Rich. Richie, so Uncle Big Buck gave you permission to search for treasure in this area too, huh? Hi, Reggie. Yes, Uncle Big Buck said it would be okay. You'll never find any treasure with that toy treasure finder you've got there. What you need is a big dual-purpose triple-threat job like this baby here. Oh? This honey of a treasure finder sounds an alarm when it locates a treasure. So does mine. Then this one automatically digs up the treasure. I'll bet I find a treasure before you do. We'll see. First, I've got to read the instructions. I'd better get started. First, place batteries in the compartments C and D. Soon. Well, it looks as if my treasure finder has detected something. Later. I spent a lot of time digging. Reggie's system is probably faster. I found the treasure. It wasn't automatic or especially fast, but it was worth the effort. I wonder how Reggie's doing. And then turn K-switch to mid-position of connection. And, I guess you don't need a super automatic treasure finder, Reggie. You need a super automatic instruction follower instead. The Ornamental Obstacle. Boys, oops. Oh, no. Richie, dear, you and Freckles and Pee-wee must be more careful. That priceless statue is over 3,000 years old. It's going to be set firmly into the ground. But until then, please play on another lawn, okay, boys? Sure, Mom. I'm going to bring that football inside, and I'll bring out some badminton equipment for us to play with instead. Here's a model airplane to play with while I'm inside. Okay, Richie. It looks like a fast one. Zoom! It's going behind the house, Pee-wee. That's where that statue is. Oh, no. Crash. It sure is busted. What'll we do? Bubble gum. Yeah, we'll stick it together with bubble gum. Choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo. Phew, it's back together again. We better not play with that airplane anymore. The boomerang is going toward the back of the house. Clack! Thank goodness you've got more bubble gum, Pee-wee. Choo-choo-choo-choo-choo-choo. Soon. Oh, we've got to go now, Richie. So long. Oh, well, I'll be down to see you this afternoon. We've got to find a way to repair that statue so that Mrs. Rich won't be angry at Richie and won't get in trouble for letting us play in the estate. I really should spend some time playing with Richie. Richie, are you in? Yes, Mother. Would you put on your football uniform? I'd like to play for a little while. Sure, Mom. That sounds great. I'm ready. One of the top fashion designers created this football suit just for me. Okay, I'll block you, Mom. Whee! Bump! Crash! Oh, I had forgotten about the statue. It's smashed to smithereens. Gee, Mom. I'll take it to the estate sculptor to see if he can repair it. I'm glad I didn't break it. Yes, I can fix it, but what's more important, you've made an amazing historical find. Do you realize this proves that the ancient Greeks chewed bubblegum? And that's the end of that book. As you can see, a little more torn pages in the back here. But that was Richie Rich Bank Book number 6. 20 cents from back in 1973. That makes it 51 years old. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this book. Don't forget, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Hit that subscribe button down below. Also, hit that like button down below and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about it, okay? And as Papa and Richie Rich always say,
That was easy.
until next time, Papa is out.